Leeds, on police advice, felt they could only offer Manchester United 2,600 tickets for the game at Ellen Road. United said, OK, you're only getting 2,600 for this one here. Hence, it's sad to see it, with a lot of empty spaces for a Rumbelows Cup semi-final.
That is ridiculous, really, isn't it? When you think that the police are keeping the fans away at the back of the stand to not allowing them to ease forward and sit in the front rows.
Seats, then the atmosphere is really electric here, which I hope is coming through to you at home. Gary Speed there, but it's knocked back by Martin. There wasn't a lot to spare there as little Strachan went in. White chesting it down for Haddock. Back to big John Lukic. Not a very good kick by him. Straight to Dennis Irwin, who used to be a Leeds United player. Haddock playing it forward. In came Robson, man of the match last week against Liverpool here. McClair playing it on. Fair Club first to react to that. And back again to the safety of John Lukic. Might be interesting to keep account of the number of back passes today, so.
Let's hope we don't have too many.
Fairclough. Classic cup tie material, really, played over two legs here in front of the two of the noisiest crowds in the game, Manchester United's and Leeds United. If you're looking for a quiet afternoon, I fancy you may not get it here. Here's Dennis Irwin, freed by Leeds United when he was only 20. He played 72 league games for them, the United number 2, now a Republic of Ireland international as well. It's Hughes. Leeds know they've got to keep a very tight rein on Mark Hughes, having a wonderful season. 17 goals so far. McClair up alongside him, and again Chris White just ushering that ball back to John Lukic.
He's having an excellent season, Chris White. The games that we have seen Brian on the box this year, you know, he's been outstanding.
Miscue by him there. McClair. And that's easy again for Lukic. Martin. Knocked on by McClair. Sharp making one of those great breaks. Hughes waiting in the middle. But it was hit too high for an exasperated Mark Hughes there. He'd made such a good run, and it was such a good position for United. But the ball sailed over him. Here's Peter Haddock for Leeds to Lee Chapman. Downed by Ince. No foul. Martin playing it forward again. That time there was a foul by Fairclough on Hughes. And a free kick for Manchester United. United unbeaten in their last 15 games. Lukic lining up the wall. 4 in it, 5 in it. Robson behind it, Ince behind it. Irwin's gone across there as well. And it's Dennis Irwin hitting it straight through. But before the referee was ready, United will get another chance. Because presumably the Leeds wall wasn't back 10 yards. Certainly don't look back 10 yards at the moment. 6 top whack, I would have thought there. So Irwin tries again. Oh, that bounced off Lukic. And a certain sympathy for Lukic there, because they re-turfed that area just in front of him. There's a triangle that leads to the edge of the penalty area that was re-turfed just over about a fortnight ago. And obviously it took a nasty bobble there. Ince. It's Chapman. Just kept in play there. by Mike Whitlow. Bruce gets it. Haddock. Strachan. Well, a few United fans booing him, that is daft. He was such a great little character here and so popular. And the smile is never far from his lips. Speed coming back to help out. Haddock planting it forward again, and there's a good header by Chapman there, getting above Steve Bruce. But Irwin gets it away for Manchester United. Alistair. United will certainly look for a lead to take to the second leg. 1 goal or 2. Here's Mel Sterland, who scored in a 1-1 draw here in the league earlier this season. They've met.
He has a real up-and-coming talent. I saw him just coming on the other night down at Wrexham with a Welsh team, and I don't think it'll be long before he's in a regular place there.
Chelsea and Sheffield Wednesday, of course, the other two sides in the semi-finals. Takes those beautifully. Robson in towards McClare. United catching Leeds offside.
That is one of the most irritating things in football, and it's a law that we could immediately just scrub altogether, that you should never be offside from a goalkeeper's kick-outs. It's a very simple one, isn't it? And it really annoys the crowd when that happens.
And the entertainment in the game, the value of that would improve straight away. A free kick to Manchester United. And to think that Alex Ferguson was worried about Leeds playing the offside game. Bruce. To McClare. Sterling had little time to spare there. Found Fairclough. Martin gets it back. Here's Bruce again. Knocked forward again towards Hughes. Fairclough got in just in time. Knocked away by Sterling. So Bruce will try again. Pallister alongside him. Winning it comfortably in the air, and fell over Lee Chapman, who's down, holding his face just for a moment. White planting it forward. McAllister. Williams. That's a good break by Williams. Stopped in the end by Pallister. Back to Seeley.
That was a good run by young Williams there, wasn't it? Just got crowded out at the end. He was almost in a shooting position.
There. Chapman or Sharp rather outside him. Oof, the boots are flying in there.
Yeah, that's like a maul in rugby, isn't it?
A drop ball, and I think he might well want a word with Mark Hughes, who went in, I thought, unnecessarily hard when the ball looked to be dead. Throw given to Leeds. Chapman. Free kick for Leeds this time. There's another case of them wanting to get those free kicks taken quickly, but without profit. Straight through to Les Seeley. McClare's header. Glance for Sharp. Now taking on on Sterling. He's got such pace. Sterling struggling to keep up with him, and Sharp did it all right there, in spite of the attentions of Sterling. The referee quite properly giving a free kick to Manchester United. Sterling almost pulling Sharp back. A great burst by young Lee Sharp, and having got to the byline, did exactly the right thing in pulling it back.
It was a super cutback, wasn't it? Under the pressure that he was on, going at that pace.
Well, let's see now with the free kick. Alistair and Bruce are both up there. Robson's in there too. It was Sterling who got it away. Here's Paul Ince. Back to Martin. Flag up again for an offside, presumably against Lee Sharp. The linesman had wagged his flag, or waved his flag just before, and the referee, which he's quite entitled to do, said, no, OK, I'll play an advantage and get on with it. And then when the ball was played in again, Lee Sharp was again offside.
I think they were complaining in a way because the linesman wasn't actually in line with play there. As you said, put his flag up, he'd stop. Leeds had continued to push out, and the linesman wasn't in line.
Well, it's John Lukic way outside his 18-yard box that's taking the kick safely up towards Lee Chapman. Won it in the air, knocked away by Martin for Manchester United. Ince will collect it, and now Irwin. Hughes, Ince trying to get it wide out there again for Lee Sharp. Martin to Sharp. Back again for Martin. Two United youngsters combining well there. Robson tried to keep it going with McClare. Strachan chipping it away to Gary Speed. Ince getting the better of McAllister. And no whistle. So it's on with Chapman. Too high for Andy Williams. Irwin gets it away. Ince again. McAllister towards Speed, collected superbly there by Clayton Blackmore, and back to goalkeeper Seeley. Fairclough. Foul there, quite rightly, the referee's absolutely right there. Hughes was jumping at Fairclough with very little chance of getting the ball himself.
Well,